The sleeper has awakened!
My name is Fred von Wolfensteppen Hernener, investigative reporter. Some time ago, I was given a challenge to look at church leadership and all the different facets of church leadership. While I found this challenge ominous, pontificatory, rigorous, scary, elevating, maximizing, ostentatious, rigorous, typophanic, odd, reticulated, Mexican, and network. I also didn't take it lightly. The challenge was from a great leader, a leader who I knew understood leadership, a leader who understood leadership to a degree that perhaps no one else could understand it if he tried to describe it. And so I took the challenge. And I never turned back on a challenge, especially when that challenge is from myself. There are many models of leadership, many theories of how people are affected and how effective leadership affects people. So as I pontificated, I thought about the different models of Christian leadership, and I decided to consult some of the books in my repertoire. And in these books, I found a perfect model of how to base my search off of. Yes. On my first quest to see what different facets of leadership were out there, I looked at the military with the hopes of understanding the most fundamental elements of leadership, which are built into the universal consciousness of every society, and dare I say, every man. I called upon Sergeant Chuck Connors Penfeather, a drill sergeant in the United States Marine Corps. Besides his extensive qualifications as a leader, which include 14 tours of duty in the last 2 major wars, 9 Purple Hearts, countless Bronze and Silver Stars, he's also credited with beginning 4 wars of his own. I met him at his daycare center in East Harlem. I also consider him a close and dear friend.
He got gum, Daddy!
Is that gum?
Hey, Starburst!
Is that gum? Did you spit that out of my daycare? Pick it up!
Yep.
Shut up!
Sorry!
Shut up!
Hey, I hope you guys have a good time.
I don't want to do it.
Sergeant Penfeather, I just was wondering about leadership a little.
I don't believe in leadership. I believe in orders and death. Death is what everyone's moving towards.
Yeah, I don't really understand.
Shut up! I don't believe in understanding. I believe in orders and death. Death is what everyone's moving towards.
Okay, right, but you kind of agreed on the phone.
Shut up! I don't believe in understanding. I believe in orders and death. It's what everyone's moving towards.
Yeah, I know you already said that.
Does anybody want some cookies?
He's weak, Daddy.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry about, being here. That was a mistake. After recovering from the loud leadership style, I was delighted to interview Abraham Claude-Knuckle, a Southern Illinois farmer who also worked swing shift in the coal mines bi-monthly. I met with Abraham in order to explore more of the basic concepts of strong, quiet leadership. His simple, quiet leadership style, I believe, is the hallmark of what makes America the backbone of the United Nations. However, due to a serious speech impediment, all of his dialogue would be explained in subtitles. Mr. Clodnuckle, I thank you so much for your time. I know that you only get about 5 to 10 minutes in between jobs to use the bathroom and eat. So I just wanted to ask, Mr. Clodnuckle, can you tell me, though, what...
Papa Abe.
Oh, thank you, Abe. Well, so are you headed to the mines or the farm now?
What?
Well, Abe, I'm researching leadership relative to the church, and I'm very interested in your leadership style and the style of leadership that you respond best to. I'm sure that you've interacted with all different types of management styles in the various jobs that you attend to.
I don't know. I'm really... I'm telling you what, I went and I'm using my phone, and on my phone, like, well, they're saying, they will fans usually once here. You pull out the hook and they're not going to warm and they're scrumming around, and so, what I did is put on the hook, put on the power, and throw it out, and sitting there, and not doing nothing. I was back there, and the sun, and all of a sudden, like, this phone started moving. I'm like, whoa, what's going on here? I didn't know. And I looked over at Billy over there, and I don't know what he's doing down here. He just started
so if you
rattling, and I reeled it in, I just reeled it in, and big old head, and big old head, and I was like, hey. Look at that. Okay. And so I just took it home and ate it.
Okay. Shortly after our interview, Mr. Clodnuckle fell asleep. Actually, before we finished our interview, he fell asleep, and I had to just leave him in the office. Man. I decided in my next interview that I would explore the high creative mind at work in management and leadership style. Trained in the classical art of French cooking, Pierre and Fédéron Leblanc combined in some way his passion for cooking and art with business. I was amazed at how in such a short life Mr. and Fédéron Leblanc had acquired so much experience in so many different restaurants all over the world. Let's talk with him for a while. You have been all over the world, Mr. Fédéron Leblanc, and you have seen many different leaders and teams, and been a leader perhaps, of teams that have been amidst chaos, maybe harmony, confusion, zeal, and all pursuing a common goal. Can you share with us maybe some of your experiences in different places? Leadership is a love, it is food. Both the love and food, they must be given space to grow. They must have, how you say, individuality. When I cook, I do not believe in following the recipe. I simply look around, I find the different ingredients, and I let them fall in love together. Just like two young people that fall in love together. That is how I cook. Some of the greatest dishes I have ever created, I did not create. They created me. This sounds very interesting, Perrier. It is the same with leading men. One must allow them to lead you. It sounds as though maybe you're describing servant leadership. No. Men must not be given expectations. They must be free. This freedom, it grows into the tree of responsibility, and the tree has a fruit, the fruit of duty, and the ducks of justice. They come and they eat the fruit, and then the ducks, they walk amongst the children and they fertilize the little children's souls. Figuratively speaking. Literally speaking, of course. I'm not sure what you're saying, but it sounds like you're saying that leadership lets people do whatever they want, which includes letting children get really, really dirty. Perrier. Oh, hey, you call me whatever you want. Hey. Perrier, you have an interesting take on leadership. I'd be interested to see how or if this works out in the practical application in the workplace. Can you tell me where you're working now and what type of leadership you're working under and how you're applying this leadership to the men that are under your command in the kitchen? I do not want to be bound by a job, and so I'm not sure what you're saying, but I was dehired. It sounds like you're saying, so I am homeless. I can't believe I'm doing this. Is that recording? So, as you can see, we've learned a lot about leadership today. I want to thank you for going along with me on this journey. It truly has been a journey of many woes and many thoughts, a journey of many ideas, a journey where some people were hurt, a journey where people were examined, and a journey of I am unsure though about my own childhood totalitarianism, maybe ducks, and we did learn some about cooking, utilitarianism, and it seems that my mother often talked about leadership when I was a boy. But, Dad never really respected what I did for a living. Irreconcilable perceptions, serendipitude. If I ever had one thing that I could, have, I think it would be a gigantic teddy bear.
Hold on. Are we ready?
You say...
I forgot action. I was waiting for
right.
action. All right, we're ready.
Action.
Is that gum?